Northwest of Melbourne, Australian olive oil producer Boundary Bend operates one of the largest olive estates in the Southern Hemisphere. A long-standing Fendt customer, they require tractors that are efficient and reliable. Estate manager Gerard Healy gives an insight into the company's operations.
My name is Gerard Healy. I'm the farm manager here at the Bought Grove for Boundary Bend Olives. We have 2,700 hectares of olive trees. It's about 950,000 trees. Boundary Bend Olives also has two other groves, one at Boundary Bend, which is 2,700 hectares also, and one at Weeman, which is 850 hectares.
With 15,400 acres of olive grove, totalling more than 2.3 million trees, the combined distance of the rows at Boundary Bend's three groves stretches 9,500 kilometres, or over twice the width of the Australian continent. That is a lot of ground for the company's fleet of Fendts to cover. Harvest at the Bought Grove means the tractors are being worked hard in a number of capacities.
Yeah, at the moment we're about 50% of the way through our harvest. We generally start mid-April and try and finish mid to early June. Between the three sites we have 19 Colossus harvesters. Their ground speed's only about 0.4 to 0.8 kilometres per hour. We operate the harvest 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We employ between 100 and 110 additional people just to get that through the harvest with the harvesters, tractors and processing plants between the properties. Currently our yields, we're very happy with our yields. They're ranging between 10 to 14 tonnes per hectare, which is mainly with different varieties or different age trees. The way our harvest operates is we try and split our harvesters into groups of three. So we'll have three harvesters and three bins under those harvesters and one extra bin just looking after those three, just keeps changing them over every 2 hours just to keep all the fruit fresh. Back to the processing plant, we change the bins over so they're back in the plant and being processed into oil.
Fendt 200 series operate non-stop, transporting harvested olives across the huge estate, and shadow olive harvesters that meander slowly at a crawl. The Vario gearbox ensures operators can transition quickly and easily between these different tasks during the busy harvest.
We've been using Fendts now for about 6 years. We run about 24 Fendts between the groves. We have 13 of those are the 200 series and 11 of the 400 series. Originally we chose the Fendts because of the Vario transmission, but since being using them for this time we've noticed that the fuel economy is much better than what we've ever used before on the other tractors. As each unit over our harvest period we do around about 1,000 to 1,200 hours per tractor. What we've found is the Fendts are 10 to 15% better fuel economy than everything else we've tried. The Fendts have a great speed range with the Vario transmissions from 0.1 kilometre per hour up to 40 kilometres an hour. As our grove is 12 kilometres wide, we need to travel big distances, and with our harvesters they travel very slowly, so we need to go very slowly at times as well.
Since the first of their many Fendt purchases, Boundary Bend has enjoyed consistent support from their Fendt dealer network, particularly important during harvest when equipment downtime can be frustrating and smooth operations are essential.
We produce some of the best olive oil in the world. To do this you need a high quality product. This is why we've chosen Fendt.